Yakuza like a dragon? No. Not my stream.
Where are you seeing Yakuza?
No, that was my channel.
Oh, okay. You did the thing I keep doing where like when I keep going to type up the YouTube descriptions, I go my Twitch page, twitch.tv/Starburst. No, that's the wrong one. Mikey Buster.
Yeah. Okay, sounds working.
Okay. Here we go. Watat. Episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout.
What should the ping be?
I saw a red vent.
Okay. We're continuing with these jokes. That's 1 sec there.
We're totally
Oh, wait, I
relevant
did.
and modern. You did what?
Oh, I did, I saw red vent last time, so.
I mean, hey. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, now I gotta remember what voice I did for this guy.
I think you just said your normal old man voice. Could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
Doesn't matter, not really. Excuse me, sir. Can I just ask you about this? Sir?
Here you go, boy. How does some pigeon breed sound to you?
Well, exactly what I was hoping to get out of this guy.
But it is delicious. Oh. He's just catching the pigeon seed in his mouth.
Très bien regular. Are you regular at that restaurant, sir?
Oh, let me translate that for you. Are you a very good regular at that restaurant, sir?
It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
There you are, you filthy predators! You want food? Take that!
Oh, psyche locks. 3 psyche locks, damn. I knew it.
Say psych right now.
This old guy has got something to hide, but what could it be?
His dick.
My dick.
So shall we try it?
Yeah, might as well just, like, see what the first prompt is.
Very good.
Très bien regular.
Oh, very good.
It's time you told me the truth.
Oh, hey, Imaginary. I never understood
Hey,
this
Imaginary.
I never understood this game series. What, you mean you don't know how to read? That's just a joke, sorry.
No, it's not. I'm not joking.
You are a joke.
What? Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much?
Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants. To shit! I mean, to eat!
You shit. Is that the whole truth?
What do you mean?
I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all, given the food tastes like shit.
Imaginary says language arts is not my forte. But apparently Italian is.
Why can't I see? Why is this being done? I want to see the chat. And only the chat.
Maybe open the chat on your phone?
My phone's almost dead.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe charge your
Oh,
fucking
pop
phone
out chat.
then?
Found it.
Okay. You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got?
Your mom.
I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world.
That one. Lunch special. Yeah.
Cost $20 despite how unbelievably bad it tastes. What the description fails to leave out is it actually costs $45.
Yeah. The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the twin tea set.
The food at Très Bien is terrible and expensive.
You're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons.
Well, a load of crook.
The taste's another story, but the price, it's nothing to me.
So you're saying that you got there because you've got money to burn.
Imaginary says, why his nose like that? Because he ate too many tomatoes and his nose turned into one.
I read the line.
Exactly. I have so much cash I go for a swim in my money vault every day with my friend Scrooge McDuck.
Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. Is that like job? Job thing?
Let's try it.
Yeah. This is yours, right?
My magazine.
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
No, I didn't say my magazine because I own that copy. I said my magazine because I'm the owner of the magazine. I was so what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment, like magazines and radio stations, and I need this. I need the spending money.
Oh?
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javachino.
Cappuccino? Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Those had better be some golden beans. Isn't that just what Starbucks costs, though?
Yeah, and Starbucks uses solid gold beans. Haven't you heard?
I mean, that's true.
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it?
Yes. No, I wasn't thinking that at all. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great.
No, it's not. But Imaginary says Starbucks makes me want to get sick.
That is interesting.
What you mean? Like you want to throw up on their premises? But anyway, that place has free newspapers to read every day.
Newspapers.
Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there.
I'm sorry, sir. They have magazines there.
Better be.
Not newspapers. There's no free papers to read at Très Bien.
Okay, we do not have the newspaper from Très Bien. So this is where we stop.
I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Yeah, don't they only have magazines at Très Bien?
It's true. The newspaper we have from Très Bien was left there by a customer.
Okay, so we have to go and get that now, I guess.
Yeah, we left it with Gumshoe. He wanted a handwriting analysis on the doodle. And also
Oh, so we have to go to Criminal Affairs Department, right?
Yeah.
To get back?
Yes, but not before we say hi to Maya. Hi, Maya!
January 6th.
Hey, you're just in time.
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me, coincidentally.
You must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything?
They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Hill. No doubt about it.
expected as much.
The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. Sports paper refiled into the court record. Not
Left by
refilled.
victim. Left by victim. Doodle is in victim's handwriting.
McFarmer. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well. I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal?
It's when I start taking orders from Gumshoe, although... Imaginary has quite a hot take here. I think onion rings are better than french fries.
Boo!
I disagree, I hate onion rings. I get the feeling there's something I need to show him.
These nuts.
Do we have them? What do we got? What do you make of this?
Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Maggie's butt at the moment. Oh, right, this.
Oh, I forgot about that. No. I think that's probably poison. Just saying.
You got one of those poison bottles too, huh?
Only this one doesn't smell.
I don't get you.
This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy balls, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same, wouldn't you agree?
A cologne bottle that don't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. No, it's not scented. That's the problem. You know what I meant, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis.
The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Probably is poison!
Poison bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef.
You spec Jean Armstrong.
I got that guy's number. I know what his secret is.
That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before.
I guess I'd better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean.
Yeah.
Or you can fill me in on this twin key set. Okay, you're too busy thinking about Maggie's butt, I get it.
So what's Mr. Armstrong's quote-unquote secret?
You ever had lunch at Travian, pal?
Unfortunately.
So, how was it?
Put it nicely, it was inevitable.
Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so, well, he doesn't have her as a waitress anymore, she's in jail.
I guess it's probably the food.
The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt.
Really? How much does he owe?
This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 into red.
$500,000? Are we talking dollars?
No, we're talking yen.
Oh. Well, that's not
Hey.
as bad, but still pretty bad.
Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble.
Sorry. That figure just took me by surprise.
Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Jean's loan contract. Added to the court record.
John's debt is $500,000. The owner of the loan is Tender Lender. Tender Lender.
They also sell chicken tenders, hence the name. Hey, Mask!
Hey, Mask.
Okay,
I
now...
I like the capitalized hello. He's screaming.
Yeah, he's scrim. Hello! Okay, Nat, are you still thinking about Maggie's butt, Gumshoe? Yes.
Yeah.
How about the scooter? Maggie's
I
butt?
don't think he cares about anything.
Except for Maggie's butt.
Are you perhaps a salesman? Poor Maya. It looks like Mr. Armstrong's really taken a shine to her. I suppose I'll just have to let her work at the restaurant for a while. I'll go pick her up from Travian once things have cooled off.
playing
I
Resident
like
Evil
to move it,
Revelations for
move it.
11 hours. That's a good.
That's a long fucking time.
That's a pretty good game there.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
I can't even play games for more than 3 hours at a time. I get tired.
Yeah, that's because you're weak and you will not survive the winter.
Oh, it's dramatic.
No, imaginary Resident
No,
Evil
it's
6 is a
not.
bad game.
Resident Evil 6 is not a bad game because Leon's
Yes,
in
it
it,
is.
but it is not the best Resident Evil.
Not even Leon is able to save that game. It is horrible.
It's not that bad. It's fun when
It
you have
is
someone to
that
play
bad.
it with. It's a fun multiplayer game. Oh, everyone give an F in the chat for Happy Mask.
Any game can be fun in multiplayer. If you take the other players away and you've got a bad game, that's because it was always a bad game. You just had good company.
Alright, let's do this again. We already know what the answers are, so. You can just kind of like speedrun this.
If you got your Hubba Bubba gum, I would like some Hubba Bubba gum.
Take a look at this.
What is it?
The newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Très Bien.
So, what of it?
This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago.
What?
You see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers.
Imaginary says I once played Red Dead Redemption for 15 hours straight.
Is that Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2?
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, but some people call Red Dead Redemption 1 Red Dead Redemption, and then Red Dead Redemption 2 also just Red Dead Redemption.
And anyone who calls the second game just Red Dead Redemption is stupid.
Okay. That's a very long time, though.
Those are baby numbers.
This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth?
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Oh, damn. Listen. The real reason why you go so much to Très Bien is... Yeah.
Maggie. What are you asking me about that girl for?
She was a waitress at Très Bien. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress!
But I don't recognize that face. I was too busy looking at her butt.
And you were probably telling me the truth here. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face. But at her outfit!
Oh.
That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform!
Not quite on target there, Phoenix.
The uniform is all you can think about, isn't it?
I don't think it's the uniform he jerks off to.
You know, Phoenix is kind of a virgin, though.
I can't take it. I mean, did you see Dahlia? I don't think he is.
You, that waitress is your...
No, please, no more. And also, Imaginary likes Red Dead Redemption better because it has Undead Nightmare, and Red Dead 2 could use it apparently. His words, not mine. Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Très bien regular. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour.
Okay, let me translate that for you. Very good, regular. Hello, hello, hello.
Sir.
This is true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Yes, I did. I even get one of those lousy cups of Javachino every time for $8 whole. All because of the serving girl. Punish me, lock me up, put me in handcuffs.
Really, that's not what I'm here for. A Squidward?
Imaginary asking, is that old dude trying to pull off the perfect Squidward cosplay? You mean a brown shirt and nothing else? You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me.
No, really, listen, sir.
Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy, so show some respect. I'm Victor Kudo.
So sorry, Mr. Kudo.
You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you nothing more.
This guy was up in the restaurant at the time of the incident. Which means I have to hear his testimony, one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psyche locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood.
Or when I've got a gun. One or the other.
Imaginary says, John Wick Chapter 4 was announced for March of 2023, and I'm so excited. That's quite exciting.
How long does it take to write a book?
Mikey. What are we supposed to do now?
I remember what happens next. I'm not entirely sure how it gets triggered though. Oh, it's that old man! Is he still feeding the pigeons?
Yeah, he fed me as well. Got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes.
And my mouth. They were actually pretty good. Ooh, ouch.
Hey Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while?
Okay, my guess was right. Huh? Me? Why? You wanna go behind the alley and...
Something I really want to ask that old man.
Sure, okay, I'll just get changed.
No, hang on. Can you go like that?
I guess?
Sir.
You again? Papa? Well, I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me.
Okay, I think it's going pretty well. Huh?
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? Play on the slide?
Ugh, we were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled.
Pigeon.
How can we crack this guy?
With a hammer and chisel.
That's true.
Excuse me, please, sir? Quiet, can't you see I'm feeding the pigeon?
Mia?
Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes.
Darling Mia.
Yes, Mommy. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo.
Even from beyond the grave. Wow.
Spill the beans, old man.
What you saw.
About the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino?
It's like he's a different person.
It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy who wore a scouter from Dragon Ball. That girl took the Javachino over to him, you see. And was the customer alone? Definitely alone. He was definitely the only one person at the table. Then he took one sip of that terrible Javachino and And he said something like, "Whoa!" and then collapsed. Yeah, I might be paraphrasing a bit.
Oh, how terrifying.
You're so good listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know.
He certainly seems to be telling the truth now.
Imagineery's friend bought them Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and they're hooked on the game. That's also a pretty
Isn't
good
that
game.
like only like that's like pretty cheap right now? Wasn't it like $12 or something on sale? Regular like $79. I can't remember. I saw him like the PlayStation Store the other day.
What I do know is it has entirely too much DLC.
It looks like Mr. Kudo doesn't see this other man either. Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking
Very good.
Canadian dollars, imaginary.
Do you like the food at Tradian?
Well, of course, I'm really quite a sophisticated man, you see. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting. She's rolling her eyes under her breath.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story.
London and England, not France.
Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France.
Can't believe Mia's laughing at this guy. Sigh.
Customer service, Phoenix. Very good.
No,
rating.
literally.
You visit Tradian a lot, don't you?
Of course, I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there.
Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful of that chef, my dear.
Chef, you mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right. The man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con.
Armstrong's record. What album is it? Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh, no. Those eyes. And take this.
Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers.
Why are you surprised, Phoenix? He pickpocketed your Magatama last session.
Clothes, handkerchiefs, magatamas, little things mainly. He's a pilferer. You be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
A haiku.
A special Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that ship.
Victor's note added to the court record.
Convicted before. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Yeah, that's haiku. Victor Kudo.
Also,
I
again,
had to make sure the slope.
Also, again, like mid 2000s trans representation.
If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement.
Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia.
Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can stand to help.
Thanks, Mia. Thank you. We got some really important information thanks to you.
Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this.
That's so funny.
Then Maya falls over. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation.
Time to save your game. Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah, plus, no one came to the restaurant. Ooh la la, Mademoiselle Maya! No, how can you leave me like this? I'm sorry?
Reminds me. Mr. Armstrong has Psyche Locker 3, didn't he? Would have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you.
Volunteer, of course.
No idea what volunteer. I assume it's something. I don't know. Anyway.
You don't think it might be volunteer?
No, because I don't think that's what volunteer is.
Pardon. Without my reading glasses, I cannot see this. I do not read English well. He's not even looking at it.
We better find a way to make him look then.
Well, obviously, we gotta go on a quest and go find his reading glasses.
Alright, we should have enough for this.
Maggie's motive.
What's that face?
What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. So the Magatama actually does have a physical effect on people.
I think most people don't know this, I guess.
Yeah, I bet when a Psyche Lock, I bet when one of your Psyche Locks break, your heart stops for a second.
Probably. I have to know the truth. What happened that day?
Hello, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me.
Huh? Well, that was a new record.
It was a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket.
La Manud idea had a lottery ticket for $500,000.
$500,000?
Oui, but after la incident, this ticket, it disappeared.
The ticket disappeared.
This was the motive that la prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oh no, it obviously couldn't have been him, since he owes $500,000. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
Mask says, I gotta put away spaghetti. Spaghetti is fucking delicious. I wish I had played spaghetti right now.
Spaghetti is very good. I had lasagna earlier.
Me, hello.
I can't remember what Lord means. I thought Lord means so, but maybe. I know May means but. You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. I want to know the reason why!
No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know.
Mr. Armstrong. A $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. Oh, it means so then. I did have to look that up. Anyway. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. It was stolen by him.
It was stolen by him. Naturally.
No, it was stolen by Armstrong.
It was stolen by Maya.
Armstrong!
It was stolen by Mia's ghost.
Armstrong!
It was stolen by Godo.
Fuck. I mean, fucking Godo.
It was stolen by Gumshoe.
Oh yeah, because Gumshoe would definitely steal it.
Maggie poisoned him in order to steal it.
Oh yeah.
It was stolen by the victim himself. He just forgot where he put it.
He left it in his pocket.
It was stolen by Victor Kudo, that poor fucker.
I mean, yeah.
Nah, it couldn't have been Armstrong. It must have been one of these other guys.
Oh no, obviously not. Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high probability that it was you. Wow, that is one piercing screaming for a man like him. Oh, that's.
Mais pourquoi moi? Why? You have no evidence. You have no evidence.
Why me? Why me? You have no evidence.
I thought Pourquoi. Oh, okay. I had a brain fart there. I thought Pourquoi was Spanish. That's Porque I'm thinking of. I am not mask to mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. I have never stolen anything in my life.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary.
My Magatama.
I present to you proof that you have stolen from the others in the past. My Magatama, yeah.
It's actually a haiku. What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems.
Please read it and put some feeling into it.
Convicted before a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender.
I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you?
Mon Dieu! Les mensonges, you are the liar.
You deny it?
Do not make la false accusations.
Oh,
s'il
this
vous
is
plaît.
when we present the Magatama, right?
So, do you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof that I've ever stolen from one of my customers.
It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong.
What is that?
This is my Magatama.
It proves that Maya and I are BFFs forever.
I found it in your kitchen.
No!
Wow, that scream just about broke some windows.
We. I have a weakness for la little chickens and little figurines. My aunt, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. I have these sticky fingers.
You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right?
Oui, it is la truth. I am just a timid little girl inside with you, a timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, it was $500,000. Mais non, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. I am eccentric millionaire.
Really now?
Oh, monsieur, what is it?
True that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you are in desperate need of a large amount of cash?
Jean
Yeah.
selon contract.
This restaurant's deep in the red, isn't it?
No, the decor is currently pink. I might consider it in the future, though.
You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. The lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts.
Not including interest.
Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Ah! Unlocked successful.
Maggie's mother. Mr. Armstrong. You said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know we had something like that in the first place?
The man, he was listening to la radio with his earpiece.
Maggie says something about that too.
The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted.
And the ticket?
He had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I...
Poison in his coffee.
No. Oh, no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? La victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them.
Why not? Yeah, but only one of them was a winning ticket, right?
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? I trusted you. Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true.
Winning ticket.
I did not take it. La ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. Mais non, ma fille. It was not. That's enough. Huh? Ah! Mr. Kudo!
What the heck are you doing here?
This is, without a doubt, the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
You came in here for coffee? Does the craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question.
I am no, just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket.
What?
Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning tickets pretty neighborly.
So, the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. He did win something. $1.
You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing, not even cooking skills.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal.
Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so...
What
We'll
you
just
fucking
wait and
don't
see.
go to?
We'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we?
Fuck you, Godo.
Voila, you two. Oh, sorry. Zavali, you two. Time to laugh at la pretty little head.
Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore.
Victor's note. Torn up and thrown into the trash and lit on fire, and then pissed on.
Oh my god. Looks like we've got a new mystery now, namely, where did the winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again.
To be continued.
We continue.
Okay, let me save my game. And then I'm going to
Wait, did I
my
save?
game. And then I'm going
Wait,
to
did I
save my
save?
game. And after saving my game, I'm going to save my game. And just
Stop
one more
saving.
time for good luck, I'm going to save my game.
Did you
Games
save
really
it though?
Games really should just like exit you out of the save screen after you've saved.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh?
Happy Mask apparently playing Animal Crossing in the chat, saying fucking Raymond has big ass chin.
But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor.
Maggie!
Ah! The Detective Gumshoe!
Are you doing alright? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger!
No, my name's Dick. And you!
Yes?
You'd better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. That is an abuse of power, Gumshoe.
Love. I think he's serious.
Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yep. So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right?
Really? Can you, sir?
Oh, of course! I got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today.
That's never good. That's never good, because we always prove Gumshoe wrong on the stand.
Well, that's what he wants, though. If something I say don't match with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright?
Sure.
Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You got me? I'm colluding with the defense. You hear that, God? I am colluding with the defense.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you.
Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I can only wish.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The fence is right, Your Honor. This fucking coffee.
Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh!
Well, what's wrong?
Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was,
You was talking to me?
it was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trustee Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trustee?
So, Mr. Godo, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today.
I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether you were Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law. That's what I intend to find out.
No, I was an art major, I tell you, an art major. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me.
Okay, so Phoenix is not going to say you was talking to me in this trial.
Now then, Mr. Godo, please summon your first witness. Let's start with the formalities now, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court.
Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Thick Gumshoe.
Love.
Off to a flying start.
Other way around, Detective Dipshit.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir.
Charge.
Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case right now. He's really into bondage. I hope the Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Palindrome. Oh, sorry, Glenn Eld. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Now, Blue Screens Inc. is kind of like naming your garage car crash garage.
The autopsy report. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m.
Are you learning about poisons in your chemistry course?
Well, no. Redox reactions involve iron cyanide. Well, it's actually called, what was it? It's like ferrocyanide. It's a weird name anyway, or ferricyanide, something like that.
So it's either a forest creature or a king of Egypt.
Yeah.
And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here, conveniently right on top of this giant V. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress being the accused.
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner-in-chief, and the regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo.
It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Very good floor plans added to the court record.
3BM floor plans, blueprints of the crime scene, X equals victim's seat.
Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands.
Very dramatic.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony, and less metaphors from Mr. Kudo, please.
Yes, sir. The incident. When the incident took When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup, and what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch! And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of a motive? I don't know.
Okay, that's the one I want to press, that last statement.
Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison.
Classy lady?
I missed that last bit.
He's a classy lady.
Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tactics this time around, is that understood?
I already told you, that wasn't me! The incident. Okay, the last statement is the one I want to press. Some kind of motive.
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
Huh? I don't get it.
I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out.
No.
So stick to the facts, detective. Now, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Gumshoe.
They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then, it's possible Maggie stole the winning one. What should I do? Should I press him on this point a little harder or not? Press.
Let's just leave it.
Press harder!
No, we're gonna leave it.
Harder! Harder. Wait a minute! The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared is no way Hang on, I reread that. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
What? The fuck?
That's the $500,000 the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Fuck! Why couldn't I say that? I knew it was Kudo. He stole it. One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting the search
Why wasn't this mentioned beforehand?
of the defendant.
We literally did ask Kudo about it in the restaurant. And he said, "Oh, I don't like watching trailers and getting spoiled. Let's just see how the movie turns out." Fuck off, Kudo.
It's fucking has it. What? That's how I feel.
Order! Order! Ha. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You
Your
will submit
Honor,
that ticket as evidence to the court immediately.
Your Honor, I want to stop this trial now because Kudo is a bitch and didn't present evidence right away, and I think that's not allowed.
I mean, he is presenting it now.
We're withholding evidence, sir! Withholding evidence!
This is Japanifornia, remember?
I better keep an eye on the ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering.
Victim's lottery ticket added to the court record.
Winning ticket for $500,000 found during a body search on Maggie.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial as well. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
That's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
Really think there are any contradictions in this testimony?
To be honest, I don't know.
But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a united front and that he's colluding with us, right?
Also Gumshoe.
How will we win the case if he doesn't throw us a line and fabricate a testimony?
I don't have a whole lot of options right now. The best I can do is gather the facts together, I guess.
Okay, are we pressing everything else?
Yeah, might as well. Can I stop you for just a minute?
Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence, pal?
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said, and I...
What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Dipshit?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, two testimonies tied up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Nah.
Let's just leave it.
Yeah. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at very good, right? I have here in my possession a ticket.
You do? A ticket? Looks more like a photo of to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population that offended.
Oh my god, fuck off. Literally.
I mean, he'd be infuriating to put up with in real life, but he's funny as a video game character.
I think if... Oh my god.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen.
Let's check that on the floor plans. Okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
Irk!
It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
Crime photo added to the court record.
Crime photo. A photo of the scene taken from near the table. I mean, near the table? Near the kitchen.
Why'd you leave the keys upon the table?
Also, who took the picture?
A police officer, obviously.
Obviously. He was listening to his radio, you say?
Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. And he told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of scouter on.
What should I do? Should I press a little harder? And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe?
Three messages from a mask. I think I'm on the final boss. I'm on the final boss! I'm on the last fucking boss! Yep, that's Resident Evil Revelations, alright. That final boss was a fucking bitch. Huh? How should I know?
Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? The poison for Cusco. Poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Oh, traces of poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else.
Not even in the victim? Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid? Or was it a powder?
Or was it a gas? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powder-like substance.
The poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Objection!
Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite?
Yes.
Victim took his coffee black with no sugar.
It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press him on the point a little harder or not? Press it. We don't get penalized. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean? I'm stupid.
According to the file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
I don't know, the autopsy report? You're clutching at straws here, Phoenix. Gotta admit.
Really is trying though. Like, give him some A for effort.
No.
Actually, maybe a D for effort.
He gets an F for fucking stupid. Well, hey, you're right. I'm fucking stupid too.
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me?
Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
What piece was it again?
This!
Oh, not again. Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Just gonna sit on this for another little while. Hope it shows up as a thumbnail option. Actually, what am I doing? There's a screenshot button. I can put that on. I can put that on Twitter and then use it as make it a thumbnail myself. Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's coffee cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to her. Like this!
For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Coffee cup added to the court record.
Coffee cup. The coffee cup contained potassium cyanide, covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints.
They were holding hands all over it. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance.
That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money.
Oh my god.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've ever seen.
That stain looks like... Can't be. Blood, can it?
Ha! It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
Coffee. That's like exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket.
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Oh, good grief.
Yep, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
Good grief!
Order! 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 The court will accept these items into evidence.
Apron added to the court record.
Where Maggie at the time of the incident has a small pocket but big stains.
Potassium cyanide added to the court record. Oh no, the court record's been poisoned.
Deadly powdery poison bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Kudo. Why have you not explained the fucking bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You don't need to be told, just look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
Looking at
Look
things
at
is a refuge of the weak.
Look at it!
I want all of you to look at it! Well, detective, could this stain be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup?
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone to their breakfast that day.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
That's disgusting.
I thought everyone knew what it was already. I mean, can't you smell it?
You smell.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all.
Oh, you really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
The investigation. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old pervert, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was just by guessing pretty quick. And then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
Gumshoe! You're wrong.
You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin.
I want to press that last statement.
The crime was reported at 2:25 by a kind of scary old pervert. We found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. Nothing else was missing. What else would be missing?
The ticket. Not the winning one, but the other one. Because there was the... Right? Because 2 tickets were missing. Technically. Am I wrong?
It's worth a shot. You're wrong.
Okay, but that was the other thing that was missing. Wait, what else is in the evidence? Oh. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's true that those 2 items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? That's what I just said.
Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole $1 with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
And they're just going to let him get away with it?
It was just $1, Detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Detective Dipshit.
If I don't find a hole in his testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
That's right, Mr. Wright, I will.
Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. We can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Oh, our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious.
Come on, Gumshoe. Be the dumbest you've ever been. That is pretty funny. Scary old pervy.
Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe.
There's an old pervert who was a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened.
We're obviously talking about the same old man.
Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old pervert still made a fuss.
What took you so long?
Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds.
Seeds? He's a gardener? No, it was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth.
Why were you on the scene? You're a prosecutor, not a detective.
I guess not even the mighty Kudo can avoid being attacked by that guy.
The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime.
Oh, Maggie passed out.
How long was the defendant unconscious for?
The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself.
Bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too.
I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that. All pretty and peaceful. What the fuck, Gumshoe?
You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher.
Phoenix, I can't believe you spelled bird wrong. Don't you even know,
That's
don't you even
kinda
know how to
funny,
spell
though.
your own client's name?
Save the creepiness for your own time, Detective. All we need to know about is the investigation.
Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Yeah, you're pretty sus. Victim didn't have any identification.
He didn't have any. Are you saying that was stolen, then?
No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
58 cents.
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal.
What's that mood?
The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge?
Oh my god, Kudo, what the fuck? Why are you trying to give everyone an edgy protagonist story? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I think I'm onto something here.
figured out who it was by guessing pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly.
Wait a sec.
Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Lucky guess, pal. Oh, that.
He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going on.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket.
Seems Mr. Glenelg visited his doctor before he went to very good.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doctor who prescribed the meds.
That's a reliable enough source for this court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? Ask about the health insurance. So the victim had no form of identification on him, correct?
Yeah.
And yet, before arriving at the restaurant, he went to see a doctor. Which means he must have had his medical insurance card with him. Well, unless he didn't have insurance.
That is very true.
The fact that it hasn't been found points to only one obvious conclusion. The victim's medical card was stolen!
Ha!
True, the victim didn't have a medical insurance card. But why? Because Mr. Glenelg didn't have medical insurance to begin with.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Huh?
As I thought, a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. A bit of an edge never hurt anyone.
Stop trying to push
Oh my
that,
God.
Kudo.
Oh no, stop pushing!
Looks like we're off course again, Nick.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Explain for the court the events following the preliminary investigation.
But we're going to roll that back and ask about the other thing.
So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh.
Yeah, completely empty.
Was there, perhaps, potassium cyanide in it? Was he going to poison people? It was
he going
completely
to
empty.
Was he going to poison himself? Was it a suicide? Victim's prescription bag added to the court record.
The victim got this from the doctor before going to Trebienne. The bag is empty.
You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective?
When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket and a bottle of poison.
The defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket?
Why would they plant evidence, pal? Would they be hoping to sprout an evidence tree? And why would they plant it in a pocket? That don't make sense. You plant stuff in the ground. Hey, yeah, you nailed it, pal.
Chew.
It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Gumshoe! Holy God!
Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat.
Sorry.
So, Trite, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence?
Well, I'd love to if I had any. You're saying I don't have evidence?
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness.
And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
Yeah, not what was in the victim's bag. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you.
You're a dumbass.
There is this one small contradiction in your testimony.
Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious. Just waiting, so hurry up, will you?
You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty! Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later?
No, they didn't.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Très Bien. Where then did the medicine disappear to?
He ate it? You are too cool, pal!
Also,
Mask
everyone
fin-
give Mask a big congrats.
He finally beat the last fucking boss of Resident Evil Revelations. Haven't beaten that game myself. All I can say is, good fucking job.
Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence, you piece of shit?
I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
I'm Dr. Poison. I prescribe poisons.
I won't look up potassium cyanide.
Order!
Let's see if
Order!
it's a medicine.
Well, Mr. Godo, what do you have to say to that?
Medicine. Medical uses. Potassium cyanide is a potent inhibitor of cellular respiration acting on mitochondrial cytochrome C oxidase, hence blocking oxidative phosphorylated. This prevents the body from oxidizing food to produce useful energy. Active acidosis that occurs as a consequence of anaerobic metabolism.
You done?
You can keep reading. I'm just writing about this. You can keep going.
Ha! That's all.
What?
Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will.
I hope you're warmed up for pronouncing long medical terms now.
Okay. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? Oh god. New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic? I don't know what that means.
Otolaryngological. Basically an ear doctor.
Otolaryngological. Okay, I've never heard what an actual ear doctor's, name is.
Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godo? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. L found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum?
Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested.
What?
It's mentioned in the autopsy report, if you read the fine print.
No, it's not.
They
It's
found,
fucking not.
He just said you have to read the fine print. The description, they don't have space in the descriptions for fine print, so.
They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print. Seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at very good.
I've just decided Godo is a patriotic American who refuses to speak French for any reason.
Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
I mean, Erg.
It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
I don't know.
Heck! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
Right. But I can't get away with any old weak ejection, what should I do? Push the medication issue, I guess.
Nah, let's just leave it. Let Maggie go back to jail.
Yeah. Only moments ago, Mr. Go made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trebien. And if that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's the lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
It seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable.
That's enough. Mr. Godo, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godo?
I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the moida.
Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater.
The pervert?
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. That is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick.
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cuts. Court is adjourned for recess.
January 7th, 11:03 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew! That was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir!
No, it's my line! I think I really did die a little bit.
Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that?
Huh?
He said he'd help me. But he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's gotta do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe.
So the next witness is going to be that old pervert from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know.
Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick? Should I go get the bat?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds.
Never-ending bird seeds. 11:15 a.m.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godo, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
Name's Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times, too.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell us, the court, your occupation.
My occupation? Listen, young'un. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Kimono embroidery.
That's what I do, or did back in Nihon. I embroider family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, a real craftsman. You're a dying breed. Hey, maybe you can embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there is not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
How often do you have to force smiles on the job?
Oh man, especially my customers being an asshole. Oh, I just smile at them more. They get pissed. It's really, really funny.
Do you ever do it so much that your cheeks start hurting?
Oh yeah. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Put him in the soup.
Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino.
Seeds?
What do you think these are, hmm?
I see.
I see.
So you saw everything that happened, huh, Gramps?
Did I? Oh yes. Oh yes I did. I saw it all. Sucker.
Then please tell the court. We're all ears.
Sure. I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail.
He's really getting into this.
What I witnessed. The young man was reading the sport paper. Serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
Do you?
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones, hmm?
Newfangled?
All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me.
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenelg?
I wanted to know if Guts and Braun retained his championship or not.
So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question. There are partitions between tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there are?
If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were saying at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitress?
That too.
Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I see.
My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress.
I saw what the serving girl put in the Javachino as well.
I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not going to like it. Press harder.
Always press harder.
Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask about... I'd like to ask that the hang on, I got this. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. There we go. Yeah, I kept going to say waitress and then witness, but like they kind of merged together.
The witness. The witness.
The witness, yeah.
I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please?
Sure. There's no question about it. She's very conspicuously put some white powder in there. She gave him cocaine.
Did she really put that into the coffee?
You doubt me, boy? She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in.
She had been adding sugar.
Sugar in a small brown bottle like that?
Like that. Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps?
Oh, there it is. That's the one, Captain.
That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you?
He took just one sip.
What a baby.
You youngins, you waste everything. Those Javachinos cost $8 whole. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died.
Congratulations. You've earned the title of pettiest man to grace a courtroom.
He and Old Bag should date.
They'd be cute together, though.
So it was an immediate death? Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that's possible.
You were just reading about it. Would you say that it kills instantly?
Yeah, depends. Depends on the amount that was put in. Because it stops your breathing, right? Stops the body's ability to, like, take in oxygen. So, like, if you had a bunch at once, then yeah, it is possible.
Okay, so an instant death probably would have taken more than the little amount that got sprinkled in the cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he slumped over without so much as a twitch.tv/Mikey Buster. I felt the Javachino I just drank turn sour in my stomach.
Oh yes, I know that feeling. And the waitress, I presume she is...
That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
Instead, I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Does she have any particular features that you can identify her by?
Can you identify her by?
Particular
Why?
features. It's a disgrace, that's what it is.
Sorry.
You can see all the way up to her. You know, she's practically naked in that uniform.
The particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone can wear just... We're doing this again. But anyone could wear just... But anyone could wear just such a uniform. That does not sound right. Even me.
That's because it's a typo. But anyone could wear just such a uniform. Even me! I'd look fabulous in it.
Mr. Wright, please spare the court any further arousal from that image.
Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away. Sorry.
There are other things I recognize about her, too.
He's pretty out of it. He's pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not.
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony, and please don't say her tits or her ass.
Sure. There's a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose.
You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all, her face?
As if I wouldn't remember that.
The witness noticed the straps on the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight.
There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get a feeling there's something something more to this somehow. Ask about the waitress's bag.
Well,
Back.
Phoenix was asking about the face.
Yeah, so let's go the opposite. That's about the back. The identified features you described are all things you would see from the back.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection!
Ha!
He's got you there, Gramps.
People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. I normally talk about hair and eyes.
Yeah, so basically Kudo just said, objection, I agree.
Yeah, pretty much. Kudo likes this story, that's what he likes. He likes drama. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons!
This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony, and please don't talk about her tits.
Sure, sure.
This old pervert's testimony is getting longer and longer.
If I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer. It'll get even longer, I bet.
So if you can't find a hole, Phoenix?
Oh my
you
God.
say, Phoenix?
There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front.
Nothing of interest
Really?
on the front, huh? Are you
Here we
sure
are.
about that, you old fucking pervert?
Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this.
That filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I have. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot. What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. As you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you have really seen this apron before, yes, you know what I'm getting at. You could have possibly seen the waitress from the front.
Oops.
Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this! Ha! Well, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, trite, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old pervert was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
Okay.
So what he's basically saying is,
I think I'd remember if I forgot something.
you can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
About the victim.
He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well.
Wireless.
A newspaper in his right hand, huh? Okay.
Then the servant girl in question brought over the Giovacchino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh, yes. I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Oh, there's a typo there.
We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. And what's the typo?
It's in the last word. There's an O where the I should be.
Oh,
Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
suppose, but it's what I do best. Nick calling himself cruel.
All right, Nick, I'll get behind him. You push.
Spectacles.
Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember them so well.
If the kind of lens over his left eye. But I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses.
He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Kudo's sharp appearance.
Ah, you gotta come up with something sharp and quick.
Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles.
Okay, so we're probably gonna have to press that again after pressing something else.
Yeah. The newspaper was sports paper, was it?
That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you read that? Can't you even read that without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Braun retained his championship title.
It was his paper, not yours. You want to know so bad, why didn't you just buy your own?
Broke bitch disease. What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you judge me?
Ow! Ow!
Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway,
Young man, system regardless. Remember that well.
The wireless.
Decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless.
Oh boy.
And using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
you ever like watch videos on your phone in public?
No. I
Okay,
don't.
good. But if you did, would you wear headphones to do it?
Yes.
Good girl. I'm proud of you.
What are you looking at me like that for, huh? How dare you feel sorry for me?
Ow! Ow!
And the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino.
You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right?
You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? It was just a joke. Can't you take a joke? I was just joking. I wasn't being racist for real.
Being racist for real? Maybe.
What does it matter if I saw her from the front or from the ass?
Ow! Ow! Better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. So they're saying us that they don't want us to press. Might as well press the last statement, though. His free hand.
Yeah, as opposed to his expensive hand. Yes.
Which hand was it?
Weren't you listening before, cloth ears? I said he was wrestling with the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, which hand was it, you moron?
His left.
Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands.
Yeesh. I was only asking, don't take a game up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. This old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss.
I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh?
Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake, and he's ours.
Okay, so Kudo says he was reading the paper with his right hand, but held the cup in his left hand. And
That doesn't make sense because
we have the cup right here. I think we found our contradiction.
yeah. Because if he picked it up with his free hand, that would have been his. I mean, his left hand, right? Because that's the only
Yeah.
way that. Yeah.
Yeah, Kudo's saying one thing, the evidence is saying another thing. That's what we call a
Yeah.
contradiction.
Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony?
I don't remember why I'm here. Where am I? Who are you?
But this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory.
Of course I remember that. That was just a little joke I was telling. I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you. Nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Care to tell us where this is going, Trite?
According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make his left.
What is this? Kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please take a look at this.
That's the cup the victim used, correct?
Yes, and on the rim, you notice the mark left by the victim's lips.
Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee.
If you consider where the stain is, you clearly see. The victim was holding the cup in his right hand.
But how?
Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. Also, like, the old man, Kudo, was trying to read the newspaper, so it had to have been in his left hand for Kudo to even be able to see that. Or try to see it, you know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense for it to be in his right hand because I would have been too far away. Anyway, you said that you eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from.
Wait! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw.
You still insist on your testimony?
That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault.
Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 69 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godo! But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor.
Left hand or right hand?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs.
Wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs.
Okay.
So he was...
It's just really clear. I can't see where he's wearing the earpiece to. If it's even in the picture.
Really? Let me try bumping up the quality.
Also, like, I can't make the screen bigger.
Oh. Okay. It's already as good as I can make it without paying for nitro. But the scouter is on his left ear.
Okay, so it is. That would be the same side, right? If he was sitting at the table. Yeah.
Kudo is saying that Glenn Elg, who had a ruptured left eardrum, was wearing his earpiece in his left ear.
Interesting.
He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a scout. It was a small computer monitor often used by programs. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays power levels. It's called a scouter. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HGTV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth.
True, he doesn't seem to be lying.
Those are the facts in good old black and white.
Left hand or right hand? Fuck it, let's go for it.
So you were just presenting his profile, I guess. Not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
Old Scouter. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right, it's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
Order, order, order!
The witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Kudo.
A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip?
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down. I know I'm right.
Jesus, give it a rest.
Lad drank his Javachino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup, held in his right hand, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw.
Impossible. The witness has the witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection!
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor.
No, it fucking isn't, Kudo.
The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this.
Sadly, Mr. Kudo, that doesn't wash. Also, sadly, doesn't have potassium cyanide in it. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible.
Joke's on you, trite. There is potassium cyanide in this coffee. I've just built up an immunity.
Fuck, he probably would. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. Almost as useless as Detective Gumshoe. I mean, what?
Don't be mean to Gummy.
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from here.
I'm above them all.
I am ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned.
Hold it! Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo? We'd be glad to.
Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now.
You couldn't do that in the first place because that's not how those letters work.
It's your bad memory my fault.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know.
What?
There's more.
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown?
At the crack of dawn?
The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Oh, so we're killing you after this? Good.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Giamachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 69 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man.
That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet. Much quicker. Nom, 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 nom.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster.
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with the box of seeds.
Well, as we all know from Metal Gear Solid, infinite ammo is stored in the headband.
He is wearing that band.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Giamachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down.
Didn't we have a photo of... Yes, we did.
Hmm.
So he knocked over his vase when he fell, huh?
Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. And you're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man?
No, we are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
I am.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain. That's why that's all. You're a bird brain. That's why that's all you can think of.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
Judge is just ready to go home.
Now we know what to present.
Hey, dipshit.
Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. Please, for the love of God. The vase is there, intact.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad.
I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch.
Ow! Oh!
Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night.
Ah!
What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Yes. Go on.
The broken vase. It was on my table.
What?
Well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been what fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yeah, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
Yep, that's going in my cringe compilation.
Although, why you have the smoke on your face?
He's laughing because the old man got wet.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
No.
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait, listen to me!
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
You mix two words there like I do. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand.
Well, it's called a portmanteau. It's where you fuse two words together. A disparity in a testimony. A disparimony.
And the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor.
The witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use, so he summarized it accordingly into this haiku.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
Godo's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too.
Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godo's.
Yes, Your Honor.
Victor's testimony added to the court record.
When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry.
Is that a haiku? When the
incident occurred, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I feel like it's going to be important at some point.
Nah.
Oh yeah, obviously not.
Nope.
Would you like to save your game?
That's a great idea, Starburst. I should save my game. And now that I've saved my game, I should save my game. And now that all that's out of the way, I'm going to save my game one last time. And then once more for the road. And then once more for good luck. And then once more for the Irish.
Specifically the Irish.
And that's gonna be it for tonight, Twitch chat. Hope y'all had fun. Hope y'all will join us. Hope y'all will join us on Starburst channel on Friday for more Yakuza Lad, everyone's favorite superhero. And then come back here next Saturday for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations for the Nintendo DS. Bye, Twitch chat. Loves y'all.
I love you.